Alright, I'm off on my way to do the Huemul trek today. I ran into one of the Juan and Jose that I met on top of near Fitzroy for sunrise. There he is. He's going to be joining me on the trek. But first we have to go rent our harnesses, so we're on our way to do that, and then we will be at the trailhead to start. Yep. Oh, hello. Alright, we've got our harness. Luckily, well, unluckily, they're kind of expensive to rent. There might be cheaper places around town. I probably should have asked around yesterday, but I did not, so. But luckily we can share, and we just grabbed a recovery line so that we'll just send it back. So I wish we had more people coming with us right now so that we could share that expense, but it's fine. It is what it is. Anyway, we've got what we need. He's checking really quick to see if they have pack covers for sale because his blew away recently, so he might need one for the rain. And then we're actually off to the trail. Alright, just kidding. Again, almost done. He just needs to grab a few groceries. So I knew across the street from the supermarket here is a place that has Wi-Fi, so I'm just hanging out here for a few minutes. And then we are off. But the Wi-Fi place is right next to this bakery, so I'm actually going to grab bread for a few days. So that sounds nice. So it works out. Alright, we had to go to the station to register. We found out that we had to do it online, and so you can scan there, and then we had to walk back to the bus station to do it. So if you are planning on doing this, I'm going to try to help you out. Right here, I'm going to put a screenshot of what you will need to scan so that you can just, when you have Wi-Fi, fill it out, and that way all you have to do is go to the start of the trailhead. You don't have to pay for it or anything, it's just for safety, so fill that out and you're good to go. Alright, I'm just over 5 miles in. Already, this is such a beautiful trek. The mountains and the colors with the snow and the lake views are just amazing. So I'm excited to see what the rest of this trek has in store for us. Let me show you this mountain that I'm hiking towards right now. I believe that little crest right there is the end of the uphill for the day, which is only about 5 miles. Not bad at all. There were like 2 spots where you slowed down a bit because it was pretty steep, but otherwise it's a very gradual grow and not too difficult at all. So this first day, it was 5 miles uphill. Now I've got about 3 miles downhill, 2 miles flat-ish, something like that. So really simple first day. We're thinking that's the lake right there. Yeah, it looks so close. It's probably a little bit further, but no, I think that's it. So we're making great time. base part of my tent set up, and I'm too hungry to finish right now, so I'm gonna have a snack, and then I'll set my guy lines and set up my bed and everything that I would normally do first when I get to camp. Yeah, but first a snack. Yeah, and then I'll explore this area. I'll do all that. I need to eat.
They don't have a like a cover.
Oh, really? Okay. Interesting.
So,
okay.
This is what we have here, and I don't understand, like, because the only thing that we have is this.
This is a tricky setup.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd ever buy this tent. Nice. It's coming together. Okay. Hold it down. Okay. You good, or do you need help with anything?
I would shake.
All right. Let me know if you need more help.
It's so good. I don't have to lose any water because.
Maybe this is the time. All right. One more try.
We're based around like the north of Argentina and Paraguay, and also a bit of Brazil. It's the south of Brazil.
Okay.
So, and they drink mate. That's why we drink mate.
All right. You're tickling me. There are a lot of people up here from the hostel.
He's my best friend from France. He just arrived in Chaltén, so it was like, okay.
I guess I'm not surprised. The weather is supposed to be good for these few days, so I think everyone who was considering this trek decided to do it. So that is the one nice thing with the structure of this circuit is there are set areas for you to camp, and there's a nice little sense of camaraderie with that. So yeah, I think this is going to be a great trek. I'm excited for it. Yeah, that's true. You ready? What'd you forget?
I think I forgot my. I have to check.
Okay.
My glasses.
Oh,
I can go for a ride.
I remember you had them on.
Yeah, and then I took it for taking the water.
Alright, so Juan left his glasses back where we filled water, which is actually perfect for me because that gives me a chance to take videos and photos of this amazing clear lake with the mountains reflecting on it. So I'm kind of happy he forgot his glasses, but I'm sorry that he had to run back. Did you find them? There they are. Nice. We have a little bit of a wait, so there's a line to use this river crossing, but that's okay. We're just going to relax in the sun a bit and watch everyone else do it, and then our turn maybe in an hour. How was it?
That's really good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Amazing.
It only took like an hour of waiting, right? How long did we wait? I think it was 10:30 when we got here. It's 11:45, so we're gonna wake up early on Saturday to try to get to the river crossing way earlier so we don't have to wait. Break through the ice. So we're not going to walk very far on the glacier at all, just barely on this edge here. It can be very dangerous to walk on a glacier. Yeah, we just wanted to see it for a second and get some fresh glacier water, which is great. Only moments ago, this water was frozen, and now it is the freshest, coolest water I've ever had. Oh, it's amazing. Man, it is steep coming up. Whew. I think we made it. All right, back to it. I think the rest of today should be a lot simpler. It's mostly downhill now. That uphill was really tough. Prepare yourself for a second day. This water is beautiful. It is warm now. So you're gonna jump in now?
Yeah. I
Okay.
think so.
All right, I'm gonna set up camp. I'll see you back. Yeah. He is jumping in the water now. I also want to dip my legs in after this day, but I'm gonna find the campsite and set up and then come jump in the water because I definitely need to help with the swelling, and I think it'll just feel good to rinse off after this crazy day. It's been a wild day. Yeah. This one so far looks the best. All right, I'm going with this one here. All right, it's my tent neighbors right there. Told me that they've already seen a bunch of mice at the site. So I'm going to move further away from the tents to cook, and immediately, because I'm extremely hungry after today.
There's another guest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a girl walking as well.
Where are you guys from?
Netherlands and Germany.
He's in crime here. Both from
I
the
heard
US
you're from
and
the
both
US.
walking.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you're also alone.
I am. I met someone in the hostel who's also on the trek. There are a few people, but I'm here alone. I mean,
Nice.
Is that a US thing? Like, okay. Like,
I don't know. I don't think
I wouldn't
so.
do a trek like
I'm not sure.
I wouldn't do a trek like this alone. I
Oh,
would do it with
I guess
I mean, there's
I
loads
guess
of
I'm
people
used to
that you
doing
won't
that.
meet,
Yeah, I
but-
don't know about you, but
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay,
like
that's what I
one girl
meant.
is taking
So
the bus
So they went to the
Trailhead.
viewpoint,
Yeah.
and then one of them actually went back all the way the same day. Actually,
That's so
because she had to
insane.
get her bus. It takes like
It's
a
a-
while longer. Like it takes,
Yeah, it's a long.
That's one of the steepest inclines, I think. You know, I've
That
done
one
like
was rough.
long passes, but that was like really, really.
If there's
steep
one thing I
inclines.
feel like is missing in Argentina, it's switchbacks. I
Yes,
don't understand it.
What's a switchback?
When you, instead of going straight up, you know, you go back
like
and forth like
zigzag.
that. The zigzags.
Yes.
Like they'll have some, but then it's like all of a sudden like,
Yeah.
instead of like,
Fastest.
I don't understand it. It drives me insane here.
Do some horsehair implementation. Yeah.
For about half hour, he's been boiling this to the right temperature. Step one.
80 degrees. 80 degrees. We shake it like a bit like this, so a bit of the dust goes out. And then like 3 times, I would say, I don't know the times, but just a bit of shaking like this. 1, 2, 3.
Do you say special words to the mate while you
Yeah. We leave it like this. So half of the yerba is down and the other is filled. So in the empty place of the cup, we're gonna fill with water. And then the last part of this, we have to put
Do you put it on the side where you poured the water in, or in the
in the water side.
Yeah.
So now we have this. So we have the water side with the straw and the yerba in the other side. So why we leave it like this? Because then we're gonna fill the water here, and little by little all the yerba is gone. And this is the best mate you will drink in Patagonia. So sorry, did you try mate? You never try, or you already yesterday?
Yesterday was my first time.
Okay. And did you try mate?
I haven't had, but I don't drink caffeine, so.
But it's not caffeine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
No, I'm quite sure, dude.
Yeah,
I
it's
noticed it yesterday.
caffeinated.
Yeah, it's half caffeine. Because I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
Even the little bit of caffeine.
No, let's try it. Thank you.
You can't sleep if you drink caffeine.
No, I think, but it's because I think if you drink it a lot, then you get used to it.
It sounds. It tastes so caffeine. Right? Like, I can't believe that you even have to guess about this. Like, this is like an espresso. Like, seriously. Mate, God.
Yeah.
You're gonna
wanna
drink it
try
as well
it?
now?
Tried it 3 times. The first time, it was this hostel I was in, and they mixed it with Coke, and it was the special drink. They say it's mate Coke or whatever, and it's supposed to be like together. And
It's like
so it's kind of like
sugar.
adding sugar to your tea for the most part. Like it makes sense somewhat, and I just thought all I could taste was that, and I didn't like it. And the second time was on. You showed it to me, and the third time, I didn't like it. I'm sorry. It was better the third time when it was actually hot water. You're right,
Yeah.
the right amount
But
of
the first
heat.
time we were in front, like we were in the Fitzroy, and
Morning, sunny early, chance of showers, less than 5 millimeters of rain afternoon.
About less 5 millimeters.
6 degrees at the pass, winds 15 to 40 kilometers an hour at 9 a.m., 5 to 30 kilometers an hour at noon at the pass, low of 6 degrees at third camp, Saturday good.
Good morning, everyone. We know that the weather today is supposed to start getting bad early afternoon, and there's a very steep part that we do not want to be caught in the rain during. So we're trying to get an early start on the day and get going a little bit before sunrise. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. Take your time. I mean, I'm pretty slow, so. Yeah, I'm just gonna go around and then it follows that way. Yeah. I'm taking off. Juana's still packing up a bit. He was moving a little bit slow this morning, and he's usually a little bit faster than me on the trail, so I'm gonna get started and he can catch up. Alright, the sun is officially out. Just made it over the mountain. So far it has been an absolutely beautiful day. the colors in the sky and the still water that allowed reflection, and yeah, it's been beautiful. Hopefully the rain stays off a little bit longer still so that we can set up our tents without the rain. But we'll take what we get. So I haven't seen Juan in a little while. He stopped to take some photos and I kept going because he's quicker than me. But that was like an hour ago, so I'm assuming he's super social. He probably ran into people and started talking, and he'll catch up eventually, but I keep looking back to try to find him. I just made it into this valley and it is amazing. I know it doesn't look very colorful or anything, but it is just so vast. I thought that was the last of the uphill, and I was wrong. There's still like half of a mile left up this. So, getting closer though. And then there's the super steep downhill, so we'll see how that is. Finally made it over that pass, and now I have this super steep 2 miles of downhill. But at least I get this beautiful view. This, by the way, is an Argentinian switchback. You can see it's basically just going uphill and every now and then goes uphill a slight different direction. And of course, here comes the rain as soon as I start on the downhill, which is what I was trying to avoid. So it's okay. I'm gonna move quick. Maybe it'll be fine. Right, these trees look very cool, but they're kind of an obstacle on a steep trail. And I keep getting poked in the legs. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a bunch of bruises.
Finally.
I found one.
We are back.
We are back. All right, how are you enjoying the steep part?
Oh, it's good, good.
Okay. Got my first fall out of the way off this thing. And the rain is picking up. I think the worst is over for downhill. Super hoping, because that was really rough on my knees. So it's still raining, but I cannot stress enough how good it feels to have that very steep part behind me. Yeah, it was really rough. I don't want to sugarcoat it. If you're planning on doing this trail, make sure you leave yourself time for that section. Try to avoid having it be raining during that section, and yeah, just take it slow because it's tricky. So be prepared for that. Now that that part's done, I'm skipping the first campsite and walking to the second, which is nice because one, tomorrow's the longest day, and so it'll cut about 1 mile to 1.5 miles off by going to the second site now. And then also, this 1 mile to 1.5 miles is pretty much just flat terrain, which is very nice after all that downhill. My knees are loving this. So almost to camp. Hopefully it'll stop raining soon so I can set up my tent. Then I haven't had lunch yet because we've been doing all this, so there wasn't really a good spot to stop and take a break, especially because I was out trying to beat the rain, which I didn't do. Oh my god. It is insane how much it came down. Oh. Fuck, I gotta fix my guidelines, hold on. Alright. I'm worried about my poles again. Okay. It is coming down very hard. Everything is wet. As much as I would love to get into dry clothes, I will not do that until my tent is dry. Or at least enough of the area that I will be taking it out will stay dry, because if that stuff gets wet, then I'm screwed. I've soaked up everything that I can, so there's not really any risk anymore of anything soaking into my sleeping bag or my dry sleeping clothes or anything. So I think I can finally set up a comfy area and get changed out of my wet pants and into some dry stuff. Also, as a side note, this is why I always advocate for using a trash bag liner. Even if you have your shield cover over your bag, it can still get wet in there, and it's really comforting to know all I have to do is open this up and pull out a completely dry sleeping bag and sleeping clothes all tucked into there. So I strongly suggest that if you don't already do that. Okay, the rain has stopped, which is wonderful. I'm gonna have to figure out my water situation because there's no longer glacier water. There's the river and lake water that has cow manure all over and around it, so definitely gonna have to filter and boil some of that later. And luckily the friends that I made yesterday, we are all camped at the same area. We all chose to go to the second campsite. That's nice. I hear them kind of starting dinner down by the lake, so I'll probably head down soon.
I can do sleepwalking, so that's today.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I was like, no, focus, because this is still quite steep. Like, yes, it's not as steep, and this is where you're gonna mess up if you know.
That's especially when you see the green hills. You were already there. You were ahead of us, and I saw the green hills. I'm like, oh my god, salvation, salvation! And I started going quicker. I'm like, no.
I did the same thing. I was like, nope, just slow down. This is when you're gonna trip on a root or something stupid.
Something so stupid.
But we achieved something. I feel like.
Yeah.
If you would ask me again now what I would do it, I would say yes.
I really like it. Tonight I don't care if I sleep or not.
Like all the photos I sent to my friends.
Ah, thank you.
If you were offline, off the grid longer.
All right, that was the best one I've had yet. That was good.
Paul is
Thank
not
you.
here. guys going to that?
Yeah.
Yep. Good morning, everyone. I'm out here for the sunrise, and I think my new friends will probably be up soon to see it as well. But right now, having it to myself is beautiful. I love this. All right, I'll see you there. Bye, guys. I'll see you in town. See ya. I'm off for the day. Juan is still completely set up with his tent and everything, so he's going to be a little bit behind me, but that shouldn't be a problem. He caught up yesterday. He'll catch up again today, and if nothing else, we are sharing a harness and recovery line, so we will meet at the river crossing no matter what. So yeah, should be a pretty easy morning. It's about 6 miles or so to the river crossing, and then ooh, there's a wire fence there. Then there are some options after that when we reach the ferry that I'll tell you about later, depending on if we hitchhike or hike the rest of the way. But for now, it should be a pretty simple 6 miles. It's moments like these that I get really upset that the camera does not show at all just how beautiful a place is. I can look out over this lake and see the mountains in the background, and it's stunning. And then I put it on the camera and it just looks like, okay, it's a lake. But trust me, it's beautiful. If you're not convinced yet to try this hike, this will be not my last time telling you, but another time telling you that you should try it because it's beautiful. I really like this little tip right there. See the river we're going to be crossing soon. I just made it to the river crossing. Ran into Karina. She's crossing right now. Like I said before, I have to wait here. Juan and I are sharing a harness, so I will be here. I don't know how long he'll be. He was not even kind of close to done packing up when I left, but he's quicker than me, and I stopped to take a lot of videos, but I was making a pretty good pace. So I'm not sure how long I'll be waiting, but it's okay. It's beautiful weather. I'm right by the water that I've been desperately wanting. So I can just lay in the sun and write and relax, and when he gets here, we'll cross. Alright, it has been about an hour. Still no sign of Juan. But hopefully soon. Alright, we're done. One more person is borrowing our harness to come. How was this one compared to the first one?
So hard.
Hard?
Yeah.
But that was our last river crossing, so we're getting close to being done, or at least close to the ferry. Oh, we should talk about that. What do you want to do? Should we hitchhike from the ferry, or do you want to hike the rest of the loop?
Yeah, we can try hitchhike.
Okay.
But we can keep walking.
I don't know. I'm torn because I want to like complete the loop.
Okay.
But I also like, I know that the last little bit, it's just flat. There's no view. It feels.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So it's okay.
It's more expensive the harness here than in town.
Yeah.
Because I bring the harness. So I did 2 cold beers.
Or a full wine, full
Yeah.
bottle of wine.
What do you think?
I'm gonna take that. Yeah, I'm glad you did. I would not have wanted to wait for that. What is it?
This is wait a sec, because I have to remember. Rosa Moqueta is the name.
Rosa Moqueta. Can you eat it?
Yeah, you can eat it. They made this jam.
Okay.
And something funny about this that is really popular here. It's not from Patagonia. It's not a native plant.
Oh, really?
So now it's like there's a lot, but it's not native. And they make jam, and it's really good.
But do you know where it's from?
No, I'm not sure. But I know that there's a lot here in Patagonia. That is, you know, when plants start to grow like without control.
It's sweet.
Yeah.
I can see why they make jam.
Try the jam. It's really good.
Okay. I'll try it. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna maybe put on shorts anyway.
I asked them if there was a ferry.
Yeah.
And they told me there was nothing here.
Oh.
So, yeah, there's no ferry. And the road is like, if we take the road, it's 7 kilometers to the road, and then from there is 10 kilometers.
Right.
To Chaltén.
So if we went to the road, it'd be shorter and we could hitchhike, but we don't guarantee a ride.
Yeah.
All right, there are no ferries and no cars. So we're gonna finish the loop, which I'm actually a little bit happy about because I want to complete it. So I think we have 5 miles more-ish. Oh, okay, these last few uphills are tough. I don't know if it's because it's the end, or if they're pretty steep and there aren't any switchbacks in true Argentina form, so that's probably part of it. One more uphill, one more big uphill. Okay, I think that was the end of the uphill. Holy cow. that the end of the uphill?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
so.
Oh.
Take some water.
Yeah, would you mind again?
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
Getting hard.
Almost done.
So we have to. Okay.
Good job.
Good job. Fair play.
2.
It's done.
I think it's done, yes. This is the end. We've made it to the road.
I will take a photo.
How do you feel? Yeah, that was tough, but
Yeah.
yeah. Now we hope for cars. It seems like we are too close to the town for people to want to pick us up. So the last 2 miles, we're walking. Okay, now we did it. Now we did it. We are done.
Finally.
Good job.
Fair play.
Holy
Well done.